Hello my friends, welcome back. It's episode 3. We got a bit of cleanup to do, and also I just want to talk about, well, quite a few things, but the two things that are primarily on my mind is whether my envelopment heroes will actually do anything in this campaign, or whether they are actually totally useless. And excuse me. Do you know what? I can't even remember what the other thing is because my mind is so preoccupied with the envelopment heroes. Alright, there's nothing left to do here. Okay, can't push them just yet. Yeah, it's whether those envelopment heroes do anything. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was fuel. I never had an issue with fuel before. So, I think you gain half your fuel per turn, but I can't really test that right now because I can't move anything without risking a breach in my containment. But it seems to me that the recon cars are recovering 4 fuel per turn, and that is half their movement. So I'm wondering if that's true for everyone else, or does everyone just recover 4 fuel? Obviously units that don't use fuel are going to be in a much better position. Or are they? Well, I can certainly move this artillery piece now, because these guys are totally suppressed. Let's test it with this. So this guy's got 12 fuel. So let's move him here. Okay, now he has 6. Now he has 6, and his movement is 6. So, if I'm right, he should receive 3 fuel. Oh, he decided to attack because the artillery moved. Ten out of 12. So that's 4. Huh, so I just guess everyone receives a flat fuel. Everyone receives a flat 4 fuel. So that means that the T-26, which can only move 4 spaces, will never ever run out of fuel. Oh, he can move 5 spaces along a road because of the bonus. Let's test that theory. I can just block this tile with artillery. Okay, well he's only used 4 fuel. The bonus movement has not actually cost him fuel. So at the start of the next turn he should have full fuel. If it's -4. He didn't move. Oh, he's entrenched, that's why. He will move. It's going to be a while before those engineers are suppressed enough for me to do anything to them. Oh, speaking of which, I should push this guy. Okay. I'll bring this artillery around here to just help me pummel that infantry. If I can't get it to move. Okay, let's test out the fuel theory. still have 7 attack strength. Maybe I should have bombed them. Wow, this infantry's got rapid fire 1.5x. That's amazing. Yeah, its fuel is back to max, so yes. Yes is the answer to that question. Everyone gets 4 fuel per turn, so units with slow speed will never run out of fuel. I only have to worry about ones that are capable of burning it quickly enough. I was wondering what that was. It's like a field. Okay. I can't actually move this because if I do, he could potentially get behind and thus out of the encirclement. So I'm sending another vehicle. Although I will have to push these guys out of the way. Great, he just immediately moved straight back into the spot. Ha! They didn't move. Well, that's annoying. I might just have to push him and dive in there, because I might not be able to get a unit in there in time. What's this guy's suppression line? 12. Just move the tank there. It's a little bit better defensively. Okay, push him. Entrenchment is stopping them from moving. Fine, I've got no choice. Oh, I didn't have to take this. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. High Command sends their commendations on a job well done. Nice, thanks for all the gear. As we saw in the skirmish, some of those Czech tanks are quite formidable indeed. Well, not really, but okay. Prefer my T-26s, to be honest. Plans have already been made to adopt the Czech tanks into our Wehrmacht arsenal as the Panzerkampfwagen 35T and 38T. Our next deployment is in the Rhineland. We are supposedly going as part of a remilitarization effort. There hasn't been any activity since 1936, so it certainly looks like parade duty to me. Oh, how wrong you are. It'll be a nice and leisurely campaign. Okay, so what I want to do now is I just want to experiment a little bit. I'll do a serious deployment video next time, but what I want to do is work out whether this envelopment works or not, as expected. So we're going to have to do some testing. The French are mobilizing. Okay, so this is where you have to deploy minefields to impede the French. And kill all the French. Okay. Yep. No surrender. Sweet. Another totally useless hero. Can be assigned to tank or anti-tank. +3 to initiative. Famous. Tank killer and aggressive counterattack. That's not actually super exciting, but the initiative and the fact that he's famous would be useful. Right, we're not going to do a proper deployment phase here. What I want to test... So let's save quickly. So we'll do a proper deployment next time. Okay, so what I want to do is test what envelopment does, if anything. So what I'll do is I'll assign this guy envelopment, and I'll also assign this one envelopment. We go here, distraction. Hit and run, ignores zone of control. Okay. I presume that I'm meant to shuffle my aircraft back into play now. Do you know what? I should have moved these heroes around last time. I actually missed out on like 500, 1000. I missed out on like 1250 prestige by actually not deploying this, but anyway. Or not deploying the famous hero. Right, anyway, let's not worry about this too much. For the moment. What I want to know is, what does envelopment do, if anything? Can it still generate surrenders? Or not? That is the question I'm asking. Okay, so we'll just deploy like this just to do the experiment. Alright. Okay, so 8 suppression over 4. So this guy is now ready to retreat. Now, what happens if I smack him with someone who has envelopment? So he can't retreat. Does he just sit there? Okay, so they just sit there. They can't retreat, but they can't surrender either. So they just sit there. Hang on one second. I didn't deploy the other one with envelopment. let's... Envelopment, tank class, envelopment, no surrender. Okay, okay. So let's try that again. Okay, alright, so this guy's massively suppressed. Hit him with envelopment. You just sit there. But if I hit him with someone who doesn't have envelopment, they're gonna move. Yeah. So the only thing that an envelopment hero does for me in this challenge run is prevent the enemy from moving. Which might not even be a benefit at times. That's yeah, that's a bit of a spicy pill to swallow, that one. That is a bit of a spicy pill to swallow. Okay, alright. I know what I need to know. So anyway, next time we'll do a proper deployment episode, but what we have learned is that fuel is not a problem except for units that can move more than 5 tiles per turn. Because you gain a flat 4 fuel each turn. So, unless your unit is particularly fast, i.e. a recon car, you're not going to face fuel problems. It doesn't really matter that the tanks have only got 12 fuel. If they can only move 4 spaces, they'll never run low. Transports might potentially run low on fuel. But, you know, even then, big long movements with transports is only 6. So you'd have to be transport, 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 transport to really drain the fuel down. So that's what we've learned. And we've also learned that the envelopment hero is useless. Well, not useless, but counterproductive potentially. So we're going to have a long and interesting deployment episode next time because I really need to rearrange my forces at the moment. They're a bit expensive. I have this Uber artillery, which is fine because I've got reduced slots cost for it, but only 50%. And then I've also got, you know, 15cm guns. I think one with fast deployment. Skilled support, that's a built-in thing. I'm going to have to go through everything and really think about what I'm deploying, where I'm deploying it. We can't capture enemies, so we're in the business of killing people, so artillery is not as useful as you might think. Obviously useful for removing infantry from the city. There's like a city here. It'd be useful for that. And I suppose for bashing this down. I'll have to give it all some thought. Anyway, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it's a little bit of a short one. But, you know, we were pretty much done, but I didn't want the episode to drag on to like 1 hour. And I did a little bit of testing, which is good, so we can understand the situation. So basically I got 2 useless heroes They'll only be useful in a future Grand Campaign section if we don't take no retreat, no surrender. Sorry. No, ruthless. Alright, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.